There we go. There we go. There we go. Hooked up, baby. Question is, what is it? Because it's down deep, but it feels like it's a coho, or it could be a juvenile king. But this spoon is down deep. And by the way, for all my regular viewers, question for you, a little trivia. Ready for this? Here's the question. If you're pretty observant, take a look around the kayak. Do you notice anything missing? I'll give you a second. This is gonna be a long reel in. This thing is way out there. This is probably a coho. It's not pulling like a king, which I'm surprised actually. Okay, if you notice that my net is missing, congratulations. You didn't win a prize or nothing, but hey, listen, I forgot my net back home in Chicago. I don't know how I did. Well, I know how I did it. I actually was getting my car cleaned, so I pulled everything out of my car in the garage and left it there, and well, forgot to probably bring a very important piece of equipment. We still got 150 something feet of line out. We were out here with 6 colors. We had this thing down about 30 feet deep. Today's spread mostly targeting kings, so there's that. The coho rod, which is over here to my right, your left, it's been pretty quiet, and sun hasn't popped out yet. Early morning. We've been up since the sun came up, so all right. He's swimming along with me. Just keep on grinding him in. Feels like he's gone there pretty good. We finally got bit changing our troll direction too, going into the waves. So we're getting closer. I'd be surprised if, yeah, this got to be a coho. It's just not. King would have hit the spoon and blasted off. Unless it's a juvenile king. It's possible. We'll see here in a second, but it mostly feels like it's a coho. And on top of that, it hit a magnum-sized spoon too, so he was hungry. All right, 30 feet. He might start getting crazy next to the kayak here, so we'll find out soon enough. Oh, it's a fat coho too. There you go. There we go. That's a good way to start the morning. Big fat coho down deep. You will find the bigger fish deeper, even the coho. Okay. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and bonk them real quick so that I can handle them. I want to get this line right back in the water. All right, there's our big coho. Belly's stuffed, just stuffed with the alewife. There we go. All right, so these fish are deeper. They're deeper in the water column. I wasn't getting big because I was fishing a little shallow. That second fish I've caught now, well, it's really second fish we got where we dropped it down deeper in the water. So that's a good sign now. Now I think we could douse stuff in. It was instant. I just lowered it down. and instantly hit. I saw the rod go once, so that fish came up, swiped at it, fell back off of it, and then came back and took it. That's a good coho. That's a good coho. Yeah, he's pulling. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we can dial things in. This left rod, you know, this is the big boy rod. That one goes off. It's pretty confident it's going to be a king. All right, this fish feels like he's on there pretty good. He's fighting hard. Come on, baby. Where you at? That was instant. And of course, I want the bigger coho. Those juvenile ones, smaller ones, are going to sit up a little higher in the water column. But I'm looking for size at this point. So, little tip: if you're looking for a size fish, you got to fish a little bit deeper. Those bigger ones tend to sit down a little lower. Man, this guy's fighting. This guy's fighting. Maybe it's a small king? Or just a big coho? All right, let's try and do this. We're gonna do our best to boat flip them. Come on. There it is. Another big coho. Man, that's a nice one. That's two hogs. Two freaking hogs. Another really nice coho right there. Well, guys, it's day 2 of fishing. The first footage you saw was from yesterday, and the camera cut off, but I think it was spared me the misery of going through the footage because nothing else happened after I caught those 2 fish. It's been a grind, and if you can't tell from me bobbling on the water right now, yesterday and today, we've had these east-southeast winds, and even though it's like 4 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles an hour tops, it's enough of a buildup across the lake that I'm over here bobbling. And maybe it doesn't look like I am because of the GoPro footage, says that auto stabilization, but I'm literally like a bobber on the surface right now, just bobbing around. And the challenge here is that it's hard to keep your troll consistent because I'm constantly fluctuating and moving around and speeding up and speeding down. Motor's trying to keep up and at the speed I'm trying to troll at. So it's making it quite a bit of a challenge here. So we're gonna see this morning if we can put together a couple more fish and overcome the tough conditions. And maybe that's the key for today's video, is how you can get out and make the most out of your trip when you got challenging situations. You know, obviously you don't want to come on the water when it's, you know, super kicked up. Depending on an individual's comfort level on the water, something like this is manageable. For me, it's manageable. Now, I'll be honest, it's not exactly fun fishing because I'm constantly having my head on the swivel. I'm looking at the waves, make sure I don't catch like a rogue wave or whatnot. But right now, it's just a little choppy, occasional white capping, 1 to 2 footers at best. And it for me, it's doable. And so we'll just see how. Oh, That's a big one. That's a big one. We'll just kind of see how we can do with the fishing, how it's going to impact. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we'll see what we can do here. There we go. There we go. All right, hooked up finally. Oh man. Let's hope he stays on. It feels good. It feels real good. Oh man, he's pulling hard. All right, finally got a bite. Let's see if we can double, triple up. It's tough conditions, guys, but the goal is to overcome the challenge here. Also, day 2, I still don't have my net because it's back in Chicago. And I stood overnight at a friend's, so man, he is really pulling. He does not want to come up. And we went right over the bait, right on top of the bait, and we got smashed. I'm surprised we didn't get no other hits. Oh man. I haven't even seen him yet. He's down. All right, where are we at? So we're going to have to go with the good old boat flip here. There he is. I see him back there. As we get him to stay on, he should have choked that. Lately, they've been, when they hit, they're choking the hook, so feels like he's on pretty good. And, you know, we got some rigs down there. Maybe there's a king around, never know. Let's see if we can do this. God, that is officially probably the biggest coho I've caught this season. That is probably the biggest coho I've caught this season, for sure. Oh, I'd be surprised if it isn't. I'd be surprised if it isn't. That is a hog. That's a hog. All right, all right, all right. There she goes right there. Beautiful. I absolutely stuffed with alewife right now. There we go. There we go. Oh, another one. Hooked up. Let's go. Let's go. We're dialing it in, baby. We're dialing it in. Woo. Hitting like a train wreck. All right, come on. Come on. We're just cruising right over the bait. The bait is compacted down towards the bottom from all the current. It's staying close to the bottom so it doesn't get blown around as much. And these fish are just above them, picking them off. Just above them. Anything that straggles gets picked off in the current. They're just obliterating them. Because we're running our baits just above them, about 15 down, 20 down. And smashing. Smashing. And that's what happens when you get this east wind. It's blowing all this bait against. Man, he's pulling hard. It's nice. It's gonna be another nice coho. Give me another nice coho. Now, with my spread, I've made some changes. And this is a really cool thing that you can do if you're running 3 lines. So, normally I run the leg core off the back, but in situations like this, I'll make a change. And what that is I'll run a big flasher fly down right behind me off the center. It's tight off the weight, only about 8 feet off the weight. And it's the furthest thing down, just above the bait pods. So what's happening is, the theory anyway, is that these fish see the flasher come through, right? They might not take it, attracts them to it. To them, it might look like a fish is feeding. And then above them, 15 feet above, further back, 25 or so feet back, they see the dodgers along with the fly, and it looks like a straggler. Maybe some of the bait that the flasher, right, that they presume or they believe is a fish, is feeding on, knocked around some of the bait, and it's like free food. And it works for me really well when I do this setup. When I run the flasher, it might not catch nothing. I got it down there for a king. I doubt we're gonna get one this close to shore right now. It's possible, doubt it, unless it's juvenile. But that flasher does a lot to draw fish in, get them kind of curious, and then they might come close to it, might check it out. Maybe they hit it, maybe they don't. If they don't, they break off, they float back up, and what do they see? Right here. Right here. It's a good fish. We got everything dialed in. Speed control. The speed is so important right now. I finally got that done and set up, so we're good with that. Couldn't even get out my other line. I was gonna have a long line with the spoon, 3 colors, even further back in case they break away even further off that flasher. They would see it coming. I haven't seen them yet. They're still on there. Checking our time. Should be another nice sized fish. It is. Yeah. Jeez. The size of these coho are just incredible right now. This is some of the biggest coho I've seen consistently in the last few years. It's really crazy. What a beautiful fish. What a beautiful fish. Let's take a look. Look at that boy. Oh, beautiful. Choked it too. Beautiful. There we go. I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. Looked up. Fish out, fish out. There we go. Whew. Oh man. He's playing hard. We had to push out a little bit further for this bite. They were up close early morning. Now, still there's no real big sun out here, but oh my God. This guy's fighting like hell. Where's he at? I don't see him back there. He's fighting like hell. But we went through a pod of fish and boom, triggered. Right? You can almost call it to a T. You can almost call it when you go over a pod and your presentation is right in that strike zone where they're sitting at. Man, this guy's really fighting hard. Just stay on, baby, just stay on. This rod on my left should go off too. We're right on top of some more. I'll tell you what, when you've been catching a lot of fish, oh my God, he's stripping line again. Oh, jeez. All right, buddy. Oh. There he is back there. Okay, he's at the surface. Just gotta be careful. We got that weight in that Dodger together. Let's drop this one down. There's some more fish right there. That might pop. We'll see. I really want to see this fish. He's putting up a hell of a fight. Putting up a hell of a fight. Definitely hardest fighting one today. That was a real good troll right there. I'm gonna try and circle back through that line. And we drop waypoints. We're looking at our track marker there. Know exactly where to go again. And the thing is these currents have been so strong last 2 days. I mean, and you had the troll in it. It's been putting a real big tax on trolling motor, so it's been eating up the battery. So I haven't been able to be on the water as long as I probably could, because that current has been ripping. Let's see if when this other rod goes off here. This guy's fighting. I've been looking for a double-digit coho. I don't know that this is it, but man, he's putting up a fight. Jeez. Where are you at? All right, there he is right there. Whew. Definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling it. It's gonna wear them out. When you get these fish like this, you don't want to horse them too much because they're in that water spinning around, and pull too tight or drag isn't loose enough, they'll break off, or they'll use that leverage when they spin around to throw the hook. So just keep that tension tight. If you need to, just hold it like I am. Let the fish wear itself out, especially because I don't have a net right now. Obviously, I don't advise you guys to do this. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Just another bruiser. Just another bruiser, but... All right, let's spin around and get back on that troll real quick. I'm trying to get another bite there. All right, guys. So, as you see, day one, day two, tough conditions, and we were able to overcome. We took a little while to dial in the presentation, the speed, the direction, but once we figured it out, we popped fish, and it was relatively quickly. So hopefully you enjoyed this experience. Hopefully you learned something from it. And if you did, go ahead and throw it a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you need my detailed fishing reports, any of the gear that I'm using, check the links down below for the Patreon and the Amazon storefront, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video.